definitely agree with that statement, Z. I do believe that, yes, the things that you are looking for in a mate or a partner, yes, you should have those things or at least be willing to work towards those things. I think the relationship benefits by having people aligned and on the same page. It's okay to be different, but I think one person being at a higher level and another person at a lower level that is not working on moving towards that same level could definitely be a problem in the long run. I mean, at the beginning, it may not be an issue, it may not be noticed, but overall, long term, it will definitely be a problem. I think, you just have to be honest with yourself. You want something, you should also have the same, especially when it comes to, the finance, the career, and the family situation. It works better and the relationship benefits when you're both aligned in those major areas.
You know what, Addie? Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like there's a part of us that really likes to fantasize and daydream about the people that we would like to be with, and then once you're in a relationship, you realize how hard it actually is, and how there is other factors that can either make a relationship stronger or weaker, but that's not the part that we even think about when we're going into it, or even fantasizing and dream like, I want him to be tall, dark, and handsome, 6 foot, with all this money. And it's just like, the whole saying, more money, more problems. Yeah, maybe, or maybe not. Or maybe you're getting a person who doesn't know how to deal with the finances and all that stuff. So yeah, it's like interesting to put things into perspective. Once you get it, now what are you going to do and how are you going to hold on to it? Thank you for sharing. All right, so let's look down the list. Who do we got up next? Let's take a look, see. All right, next up we got Sue's World. It's her world today, baby. This woman is very highly ambitious, very vivacious. She is in a committed relationship, and she's going to tell us her take on, what her thoughts are on this topic. So, Sue, go ahead.
The question, should you get what you want just because you want it without having to bring anything to the table? That's a tricky one, because someone could be not at their best, however, find their person because of timing. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to have all the check boxes checked. But on the other hand, I don't think it's fair to demand to find a partner with X, Y, and Z, and you don't have X, Y, and Z. I was looking for a strong, confident man with ambition who takes charge of his life. A family man who protects his family, has integrity, and takes pride in how he looks. I definitely believe in manifestation, so I manifested my version of a perfect man, speaking it into existence, being patient, and knowing exactly what I truly wanted in a man. It was beyond my expectations. I believe everything happens for a reason. People come into your life for a specific reason, whether it be a lesson. I believe that you are where you are supposed to be right at this moment, this very second. I believe in timing's everything. So timing with my situation, my love came into my life at the right time, because that was when I was spiritually and mentally available. I was at the highest peak of my personal development growth. Things were going great in my career. My family life was going really well. I was healthy, at my best shape, making tons of friends, and living my best life.
Thank you for sharing, Sue's World. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about timing, because that's another thing that is a factor, even with our, fantasizing and our long list of I just want what I want. Timing does definitely have to do with it as well. And the other person has to be in a place in their time to even receive you and be like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to choose you like you chose me. So there's a lot that I'm learning on you can't just get what you want just because you want it. There's a lot of factors that actually tie into how you get it. Okay, so let's look up and see who's next. Okay, so we got Miss Black Beach Barbie, which is always a pleasure. So, girl, tell us what your thoughts are.
Well, in my opinion, I definitely think, no matter what you do in life, it's kind of like you have to practice what you preach. So if you are looking for these certain particular qualities in a person, you should be working towards those same things, So it's not to say you have to equally have exactly what they have, but you have to be working towards it. So, I'm at a point where I'm looking for a partner. I have a car, I have my own place. I have a great job, a good group of friends. I'm very tight with my family. And I would expect my partner to have or be working towards those same things. It's like, if I own a property, you should be renting your own at least and saving to, purchase a home. If I have a car, you should have your Uber account up and be ready to buy a new car. When it comes to possessing those qualities that you're looking for, I feel like it's important, because if your partner doesn't have that, they won't understand the value of what it is. And if they don't understand the value of the things that you have, you're gonna bump heads. So if I'm with someone who doesn't value, having a great job and is not like a hard worker, I'm never gonna receive that encouragement that I need when I'm pursuing my career and I'm getting a job. And if I have someone who doesn't have their own place or like doesn't pay bills, they're not going to understand the struggle that the rest of us go through when it comes to saving money to pay a mortgage, to pay your rent, to pay your bills. It's not in their wavelength of thinking. So, and when someone can't conceptually understand what you are striving towards, they can never give you that I guess it is encouragement, reciprocity, the support that you need from them. So I think, you have to possess the things that you are looking for in your partner.
Damn, girl, way to just really wrap that topic up, because I totally agree. You definitely need someone who can relate in those levels of truly understanding, and you two meeting of the minds, meeting in the middle, financially, physically, spiritually. Amen to that, Black Beach Barbie. All right. So the last person we have, which is the person who actually inspired this topic today, is Jay. And Jay wrote in, so I will be, reading what Jay wrote to us today. And he's kicked us off with a Bible verse since it's a Sunday. So listen up, guys. You shall love Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, with all your strength and with all your mind, and your neighbors as yourself. So this is what Jay says. I've read that verse so many times, and it's only recently that I've realized that after God, loving yourself comes first before loving your neighbors. How can you love someone? Sorry about that. How could you love someone if you don't love yourself? That's why I believe it's important to take time to do some inner work, self-reflection, to realize who you are as a person. Ask yourself questions like, why do you get upset or are passionate about certain things? Why do my relationships keep failing? Was it them? Or is it because I continue dating the same type of people over and over again? What are my personal goals that I want to achieve and work towards them? Ultimately, taking time to understand your heart, forgiveness and healing, being honest, And working towards being the best version of yourself is so important before even thinking about getting into relationships or expecting excellence from someone else. Some people have a false sense of entitlement and unrealistic expectations, and so they're focused on the wrong things. They want a man or a woman that will fulfill a personal desire that cannot be satisfied. On top of that, they think they're deserving of a man or a woman who possesses amazing qualities and characteristics and generates a lot of income, but they're not doing anything to better themselves or work towards. You know what, Jay? Like, yes. Amen. I feel like I don't even need to comment on that. Enough said in regards to this topic. And it's so good to get a wide range of perspective with people in different stages of looking, being in a relationship, or having been in a relationship or in a marriage. And it's nice to see that, yeah, we all have the same perspective, but it has grown in a different way.
All right, so I just want to thank all of you guys who chimed in today, the people who wrote in, the people who spoke on the topic. I really appreciate it. And just remember that there's always time to reflect. Ask yourself, am I living in a way that mirrors those same qualities within myself? That's it. Okay. That's it. And listeners, I want to thank you all for listening to The Party Line.